Hey guys, and welcome back to the Stormlands, where we have our Targaryen plots. It's like we're like Varys, except for we're not really good at scheming, we're only really good at leading men, and we have a penis. I mean, other than that, we're basically Varys at this moment in time. So let's let time go by. Oh, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad actually that came about. I was just getting a little bit worried about our infection. I was just thinking to myself, oh, please don't let the infection kill me. Your infection has put you in grave danger on multiple occasions. The pain and foul smell have finally subsided, and your wound looks clean. I feel better. Good job there. Okay, you still got the wound, though. I mean, that would be nice if you could get rid of that. Maybe just clean it up a little bit. That would be kind of nice, but we'll have to wait and see if he can do that. How is... Oh. Are you kidding me? He usurped Shipbreaker Bay. You son of a bitch, Renly. I worked so hard for that. How can he usurp? That's so unfair. That is so unfair. People must see that he should be deposed. He's a tyrannical man. Just no one will help me. Okay. Well, then we lost a few people there. I'm going to put Ronald then as my general. How are you at training children? 7%? Yeah, it's worth a chance, isn't it? It's worth a chance. How is the little boy? How's little Aemon doing? 10 years old now. Heritage focus. There we go. It's now turned into a scar. Okay, so some good things. Some bad things. 2,900 men. We've lost a few men there. We used to have about 3,000 and something. Very frustrating, but... You tell me I can't make an alliance with him? I can't have a non-aggression pact with him? We are family, after all. You think it would be okay? I mean, it's kind of nice the Bywaters have something, because the Bywaters did lose their land to Robert Baratheon. So I guess that's something. He no longer needs a regent, does he? Oh no, he still does. He changed the regent though once again. Okay, that's why it popped up. I want to become a higher lord. Yeah, I need to get more power, so I need to become a higher lord. I no longer care about that type of thing. This should have been mine, Renly. I created that. I got that myself. Now you're 16. Well, good job. You're only really good at money. Other than that, you're not really good at much. Maybe I could try to seduce him. Let's seduce Renly. But I can't. Why can't we seduce him? We're not in the same place. Lieges are above. Okay. Has culture group Dornishment. Lustful. Okay, so that one's okay. We just kind of need to be in the same place, I guess. Yeah. Okay. If I take some men, does that count? So if I take some men and lead them over here to Storm's End, does that count as me being there? Tack shifted. Renly. How you seduce Renly? Let's seduce Renly. You better give me that back. Now if I delete this, does it still work? Okay, society may take a dim view of my preference, but at the risk of a scandal, I'm about to seduce Renly. Lyanna, I know what this looks like. I know what it looks like, but I have to do this. I have to do this for the good of the Targaryen and your son. You always knew I was gay. Lyanna, you always knew this. You knew our marriage was one of convenience, one we had to do for our scheme. With pride? Yeah, with pride. I will seduce him. I'll get so close to him. Some carefully placed words where they can easily be overheard by the notorious gossips, can be more effective than a letter. Or so I thought, but my quarry, Lord Paramount Renly, has not responded in any way. I need another tactic. Well, maybe in this timeline he decided not to be gay, or maybe he's not realised. Stark has died. So Benjen keeps trying to have kids, but they keep dying as stillborns, apart from little Morgan Stark. And obviously his bastard daughter from before that. And what's this? Rhaegar Connington. He's good at learning, but he's okay at everything else. Now you're going to lead Griffin's Roost. Let's go for etiquette, because you're good at most things. It could have been worse, yeah. We'll go for that. His educator then. Yeah, I'll be his educator. I'm happy with that. Yeah, we'll keep me as his educator. And we can see what happens. How old is the Knight of Flowers? The Knight of Flowers is 4 years younger than Renly. Okay. Garland never turned out to be the warrior that people, know him as in the original series. And Willis didn't either. Because we know that when he was younger, apparently he was a pretty good combatant as well. I won't give up, we're not giving up on you, Renly. Renly, don't you hide from me. I know what you want. You want old Jon Connington. Ah. I arranged for a scented love letter to be left on his pillow in an attempt to woo him. Today I found his answer. Missive in the privy. It did not smell of roses. Time to move on. So apparently he's completely thrown off my advances, so that has not worked out. Okay. What about Robert? Maybe I could seduce Robert Baratheon. He's already got a lover. I wonder if you can have lovers that are girls and boys in the game. I know obviously in real life you could, of course, but in the game. I wonder if that can happen. Cattle has mysteriously disappeared from herds all throughout my land, because I've never seen that happen, I don't think. Luckily my bailiff found the rustlers. Thievery is punished this way, then that's how it should be, I guess. Coldest, darkest cell. Now if that's how it's punished, that's how it should be done. Okay. We'll have it like that. But what to do? Do you have a non-aggression pact? No, they won't. Why have I changed clothes? Why did I just change clothes? What's going on here? Who changed my clothes? How's the factions doing? No one's joining my... Everyone likes Renly, apparently. But he was just drowned by the Drowned God. Theon Blacktide. Obviously not... Oh! Oh! Well, the Red Viper has just usurped the position as Lord Paramount of Dawn. Well, there we go. And he's a wife, Lana, from Tyrosh. Well, there we go. That's kind of good for him. He's got lots of children. All of them bastards, apart from this girl. Elena Martell. She's attractive. Well, isn't that nice there? So she'll be the next one to inherit? Yes, she will. Okay, well, that's kind of cool to see. The Red Vipers, Lord Paramount's Dawn. He might try and make a faction against Robert. We might just have to wait for someone else to make a faction. I was trying to get as much power as we could. So when a war did happen, maybe, for obviously little Aemon, I might be able to join in. But we've lost a lot of power right now. And there's now a war. To lower crown authority. So the Iron Isles and the Westerlands. So it looks as though an odd alliance here of Tywin. And of course, Balon Greyjoy. They decided that Robert is using his power way too much. And it needs to be taken away from him a little bit. But Robert's having none of it. I also did see that Jaime Lannister is the Lord Commander of the King's Guard. Well, there you go. 28 years old. He's infected, though, like I was. In a state of war. Well, supporting the rebels does not help me much, really. It would just get me in trouble quicker, and there's no point really doing that. Yet the Tyrells, Renly, the Arryns, and the Tullys are all supporting Robert. Yeah, we're going to side with Renly for now, make him think that we're good vassals. But we'll have to wait for a better time in the future. Have to wait for a better time. This one's not good enough. Not good enough at all. But if Renly loses a lot of soldiers, that could be good for me. You would like to be the regent. Okay, yeah. Okay, Ronald Connington. You are my family. You're my cousin. I can trust you. I hope. I hope I can trust you. How about him? I can't believe my High Lord... all what I worked to make in the last part has been taken away from me. And Jaime has been executed by Robert Baratheon because of Tywin, I guess. What? Robert? That's so unfair. Oh no, wait. Jaime the Oathbreaker. Ah. So I'm possibly thinking it. Did he join? I'm possibly thinking that maybe he was planning to go join his father, and so Robert executed him, Tywin is about to get it with 12,000 men, and Robert could not stand to have him there. Maybe not good for them. Not looking too bad for Tywin, actually. If he can get there before... He probably won't defeat them before these 16,000 men come in, though. It's probably not looking good for him, but still, there's 18,000 coming from down here as well. So a lot of things going on there. Poor Jaime. Poor little Jaime. So he's lost one son. He's created a bastard out of another. And Cersei is Cersei. I mean, what more is there to say about her? She's Cersei. But yeah, at least I've got Tyrion. Tyrion's with me. Good old Tyrion, his weak claim. Septon Cathan has been a leal and able servant. Yeah, we'll give him a nice little reward. We can do that. That's not a big deal. I'm still just reeling because I lost that high... Renly. Renly! Kill me? Oh, I did take your land. That... I can understand that. I did take his land, so it's not really a surprise to me. Now, the way maybe I could get it back is if I take those lands once again. But that's a massive hassle. And number two... I don't know. I have to fight my own family to do that. Which is silly. We'll leave it off for now. And we'll see. What are you doing? What are you doing, Stademan? You're not taking any side in this? No, the Rainwoods are the ones who didn't take any side. Okay. At the moment, Balon is losing 1%. Wait, that's not Balon. That's Roderick. Oh, wow. Wow, so King Robert killed Balon Greyjoy in personal combat during the war. So the war began, the Greyjoys got the King's Landing, and Robert crushed Balon with his hammer, though he was wounded as well. And he's got cancer. It's not looking so great for him. Him and Kat, they've had 3 kids. Ooh, Gowan. Gosh, he was strong. I'm sorry, I can't get past that. I just love that whole catchphrase. But Tywin has a lot of soldiers. I have to give it to him. 36,000 men. My spy master decided to express to get married. I'll find you someone nice. Let's find Tyrion someone nice to get married to. Jane Martell. Probably one of the Sand Snakes, I'm guessing. You know, one of the new Sand Snakes, obviously. Belmore. Ooh. Teresa Lannister. Okay. One of Kevin's daughters. She is quick. Then again, he's quick as well. Aaron of Goldtown. I'm thinking maybe one of those Martells. Is it? It was Jane, wasn't it? I think the name was Jane. She's a bit young though, isn't she? What's the name of it again? It was Jane. He'd have to wait 10 years. He'd be 32, she'd be 14. I mean, that's not too bad. That's like actually what happened. He got married to Sansa about that age. So it might be okay. Plus, also, the Dawn, Oberyn might want revenge against Robert. So it kind of brings our, plots together. Let's do it then. For thematical reason, let's do it like that. The idea that we're trying to bring the Martells in this way. Let's have one of their members with us. There we go. Once, obviously, she's old enough. Once she's old enough. Until then, obviously not. Oh, everyone loves Renly. Look at that. What am I going to do? What is it, Renly? No, I'm not going to be a commander for you. Stop asking. Make me your master at arms. Investigate his legitimacy. No one would help me with that. Okay, can't do anything with that then. Have to wait for this war then and see what happens. Oh! Roderick has been captured by Robert the Tyrant already. And so that is the end of the war. Even with Tywin with lots of soldiers. That's going to be the end of the war. In any moment now. And there we go. It's completely over. Tywin backed the wrong horse. Meryn Greyjoy was hanged by Robert Baratheon. So he hanged his brother, I think that was. Yeah. Theon is also being captured. He's only 17 years old. He's just a wee lad. And Tywin has not been captured. Or he's been let go, maybe. Maybe he decided to let Tywin go. Okay. Well, there we go. That did not last long. Oh. No, no. It looks though he's beheaded Roderick as well. Theon is now been taken as a ward. Who's in charge of the... Did he take away all the lands? Okay, so he's taken away the Iron Isles from the Greyjoy family. Taken Theon as a ward. That's actually funnily close to what happened to the... This is basically the Greyjoy Rebellion. Once again. But in an alternative timeline. And now that obviously Tywin was going to be punished. Maybe he was going to take his lands from him. Maybe he was going to execute him. Tywin obviously was not captured though, so he decided to declare independence. And make himself King of the Westerlands. There's only one king I mean to bow to. The King of the Westerlands. So, but he's not decided to call himself a king. Oh, there we go. King Tywin of the Rock. He's lost his son, and he might even lose his kingdom. Well, his paramountcy, I guess. The Lannisters, though, of Lannisport are not taking part, which leads me to believe that maybe they're hoping if Tywin, you know, gets defeated, at least maybe their Lannisters can survive. So maybe if Tywin gets defeated, the house gets killed, at least the Lannisters from Lannisport might be able to survive. That kind of makes sense, I guess. Our men have been raised up again. Tywin has many opponents against him. I mean, before he was doing okay, but, you know, without the Greyjoys at all, this could be very difficult for him. I would not want to be Tywin, but we've you know, we have Tyrion. He could try and get that back. What's this? Chief General. Thank you very much. So we've now got a position on the council. Finally. And what is this? Oh. Viserys did get married. He got married to a Valantine girl who believes in the Valyrian faith. Okay. About the same age. They had a son, Prince Daegar. Well, well, well. And he's still off in Volantis. He's not really done anything with Volantis. Eddard Connington. Now, he's good at everything except for fighting. Okay, he's not really a fighting person. Duty, nah, I can see him do a fighting. Thrift, maybe. He's got, you know, he's good at money. Sort of, I can imagine Thrift to be kind of stealing money. That could work quite well. Pride, maybe. Councillors and noblemen. Rulership, maybe for that one. Merchants, artisans, struggle. Maybe I could see one of these two possibly. Councillors, tutors, servants of the court. Service and humility. Could do humility possibly. I mean, he doesn't need to be a good fighter. He might be a bit more of a bookish chap. Then again, what would Jon want him to be? Obviously, Jon maybe doesn't want to be a bit more thrifty. Pride. Maybe. Humility. We're going to go with pride, I think, for him, yeah. He wants him to be proud of who he is. We'll go for that one. You know, Jon is a very authoritative man. He doesn't want him to be, you know, humility and stuff. Maybe that doesn't suit the situation. A favour? You want me to vote with you on the council, Mr. Tarth? It would mean he owes me a favour. Now, being on the council, could this give me more possibilities? Investigate. It would help me in becoming regent, but you know, I can't become regent at the moment. I'm going to accept because there's nothing that would be... There's no reason not to. And having him on my side could be beneficial, so that could be a possibility, I think. We'll take it for now. Renly's still not gotten married. Renly, you sure you don't want my offer? You sure? But now obviously I can be a... So he did that because he knows now I can lead his armies. Oh, Renly, you sneaky devil. But, you know, I wanted to be on the council, so we're getting a bit closer to him. How much does he like me? He completely hates me. Yeah. Completely hates me. Well, there we go. Okay. Word stood against word. The farmers against a courtier about damage caused to the farmer's house by a cow owned by the courtier. The farmer's obviously lying. The farmer, yeah, the farmer should be compensated. He was not happy. Well, I don't care. That's what you gotta do. And Tywin lost that battle there. Tywin, though, does have 13,000 men, though, sat on King's Landing. What's Robert gonna do? Is he gonna defeat Tywin in personal combat? Crack Hall has not taken a side hit either, so that weakens Tywin quite a bit, actually. Diplomatic Committee law. Yeah, I voted in favor with him. Tywin won that battle, though. There's another battle, though. He's not going to win that one. What the? Benjen Stark was murdered by Lord Jarl of Stony Shore. What is going on here? Mr. Stony Shore, you assassinated Benjen Stark? What an odd thing to happen here. And so that means his son, his only son, has inherited the North. Lord Paramount Morgan Stark. 5 years old. His region is Roose Bolton. And if he were to die, Lyanna Stark would inherit the North. Which could be another opportunity for us. I could even attack the North right now, but we don't really have the men. He's got 12,000 men. No non-aggression pact either. So he won't even become my ally. Well, well, well. Oh, he's got Renly to like me, apparently. Well, that's good. The minus 100, though, is only till 05. So in 8 years, that will go away. But yeah, I'm getting older. We need to make a move at some point in the near future. How's Aemon? Aemon is stressed, but he's diligent and he's charitable. That's a good lad. That's a good boy right there. He's not going to be the greatest leader ever, but still, might not be too bad. And a new Lord Commander, Jack the Black. Okay. I've never seen... Okay. Jack the Black. Are you kidding me? What a name. Bulwer, 16 Marshal, very good. Next in line might be Alighieri the Poet. Oh. Really? Lord Eddard of Eastmelt has declared war for a new ruler of the North on Lord Paramount Morgan of the North. Interesting. A slave raid on Rainwood as well. Who is supporting you here? Who was it? Was that guy? Sorry, wait a second. It was this guy. But it didn't actually happen, did it? Okay. Cassie Billy no longer valid. Okay, that's fine then. I was going to say what would have happened then. You never know, some people might rebel for Lyanna Stark anyway. So then I'll be married to the Lady Paramount of the North. She might declare war for her son. Ah. Declared Lord Rickard the Merciless war for the North. Okay, so Lord Rickard Karstark feels the Starks are too weak. The boy is too young. He doesn't like Roose Bolton, maybe. So he's declared war to take it for himself. And the Dreadfort looks like it's joined him. Okay, so actually, Lord Bolton has actually joined him as well. 4,000 men? 6,000 men. About 6,000, 7,000 men. He should win that war. But we gotta be careful. We can't have them losing this. I don't know. God, the world is such a crazy place right now. The world is just a crazy, crazy place. We're defeating Tywin at the moment. You would like to invite me to... Oh, he's dead. Of course I will come. I don't think this party is going to last long, though. When did you die? Yeah, you literally died... Wait. Yeah, you must have died on the day you sent that letter. What a sad state of affairs. Now, the Tyrells are now at Castle Rock. They did get pushed back, though. It's not going to be enough, I don't think. Okay, so Tyrion's finding me some little plots and stuff. But we're getting together an interesting group of individuals in our court. Like I said, I'm just really sad that we lost the... That is anything that annoys me. We had, Jacelyn Bywater, my nephew. It was perfect. So yeah, I'm kind of upset about that. A rumor about a spy sneaking around in my own castle was confirmed this morning when I caught him red-handed. Okay. Behead him? Behead him, I think. That seems like the normal thing to do. Like I say, remember, when I'm playing as Jon Connington, because it's a character that we know, I am not exactly using the traits here. Kind of. I'm kind of using them, but not completely, due to the fact that obviously we know the character. It's like when I played as Dany. Obviously, if his traits change and things get added on, I will bring those into account. But I'm playing how I think he would play. That's the good thing when we play as certain characters from the TV shows and books. Obviously, though, when I usually play as characters we don't know, the traits completely take over everything. Oh, Tywin's winning some battles, but I don't think he can win the war. He only has 14,000 men left. Janae Jas became a trained fighter. Good for her. Tyrion has been a leal and able servant. I could arrange something. I'll grant him a knighthood. I mean, I don't think... He's not really a fighter, is he? Yeah, let's just give him some money. Congratulations, Tyrion. Thank you for being here with us. Can't believe some people say that. You know, some people say that he is a bastard of Janae Lannister. I mean, why would she have cheated on Tywin? Then again, as we do know, there are many rumors actually about that in actual continuity. Well, not so in continuity, but with fans. A lot of people theorize that obviously there was something going on between Aerys Targaryen and Tywin's wife, which possibly led to, you know, the more, shall we say, bigger separation of their friendship. Now, it does sound a bit crazy, but it's funny when you look at the evidence. It's always really interesting to find evidence for either Tywin being a bastard of Aerys or Jaime and Cersei being his bastards, because there are some really interesting, you know, kind of connections. They're not probably true. I would definitely not take them as truth, but they're definitely interesting things to ponder. And that's the great thing about the books. You can come up with lots of crazy theories sometimes. Like, obviously, Cersei Lannister is quite a big connection for that sometimes, due to the fact that with Cersei, she always is thinking about fire and burning them all. And that reminds you very much of how Jaime describes Aerys Targaryen when he was going mad. And Cersei in the last couple of books does seem to be going slowly kind of crazy. And then with Tyrion, we have the whole thing about him when he was born. The way they described him, like being a little monster with a tail and whatnot, if I remember correctly, it sounded very similar to when the Targaryens sometimes had some, shall we say, not good babies. There were some babies that, you know, were born and died straight away, basically. They were basically said to have, like, scaly skin and tails and whatnot. It just reminded me, it just reminds some people of some similarities when how Tyrion was described as being born. Obviously, though, he's not. He doesn't have a tail. He's not a monster. We know that. So it doesn't really line up. Also, his mismatched eyes, also what people talk about. But yeah, I'm just throwing it out and just telling you guys there is those theories out there. So him being said to be a bastard of Tywin maybe is not the most craziest thing that could happen. Permit me to remind you of your obligation and duties as my sworn vassal. You know what? Let's leave it. Yeah. Okay, yes, we'll leave it. Because the reason I'm going to leave it is because I know we have to try and do something. But the problem is that no one's joining it. No one's going to join that faction. It's not going to work out. You know, we're not going to get Renly at this point in time in that fashion. And now that I'm on the council, we're now a bit closer to Renly. I would like to stay this close as his general and see what we could do. Maybe. But yeah. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We didn't really get anywhere this time. I'll seduce you, Renly. This time I will. I'll get you. But yeah. We didn't get anywhere. We actually lost stuff, which is kind of frustrating. But things are getting a bit toasty in Westeros. How long can this last? How much more disturbances will there be? We'll have to wait and see. Can we find something to take advantage of?